George, explain your start to the season.
Basically, I run, I catch, I score. Really, as simple as that. I don't know. Yeah, obviously it's been a good start, but that's not just down to my own individual work. It's obviously we've had a great. The forwards have put a great stall out there. They've worked hard. They've stepped up to the plate, and that's something from a batsman point of view we really would love and relish doing when we get a good platform to play off and really release the quality we have in the back line. So I can't really take all the credit there really.
But you haven't scored in a Scarlets jersey for something like 18 months. What's the difference? You've had injuries and stuff in the meantime, but
yeah, it's been a long time, but it's nice coming back to it. But I guess as I said, the forwards have stepped up this year, and that's what's put a good platform to play on. And I think the way Simon and Mark are letting us play and really trying to play it's the cliche Scarlets way, but it is the way we like to play. Attacking rugby, physical, and when it's on, we'll play. And I think that really shows in the way we are playing and the way the games have gone really for us.
When you first came onto the scene, you were scoring tries for fun. Then to compare yourself a couple of years later to the young 18-year-old coming in.
Busier, a little bit heavier. I say a little bit wiser, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just been a case of I'm really enjoying rugby again. I went through the stage last season where I had a few injuries, had a niggly groin injury, which really sort of puts it down on everything, and then you find it hard to get for games. But I've come back now, the body's feeling great, feeling fresh, and I've loving the game again. It's just the case of even when the team's not playing well, you're still enjoying it because when things happen, it's going to be good. So it's just back to enjoying rugby really, and just being in with the boys. It's been good.
You've been a bit of a whirlwind from the moment you started. Was having a bit of a break in the summer, was that a chance to sort of take a bit of a deep breath, get yourself fully fit? And
it was a godsend really, because obviously it was a bit of a 2-year season really last year, and obviously I had a few injuries, and the groin was obviously the latest one that was it was probably a 4-month thing that was keep on going, and you just have to rehab and get through it. But that I think I had about 5 and a bit weeks off, and for me that was perfect. I had my time switched off from rugby, didn't pick up a ball for the first few weeks, went home, saw the whole family, went away, and it was just just get that mind and body just completely relaxed for another beating in this season again. So it was really just what I needed really.
But was it almost a question of being able to take stock and almost look back in the previous 2 years? And I did find it weird. I woke up the Monday after we came back and I didn't have to go training. I found that a bit strange. I was like, right, I'm up, and then I was like, oh no, I don't have to be anywhere today. So it was nice. And then the first couple of weeks I went home, saw the family, and it was nice to catch up with my parents. I've seen them for a good while, my sisters, my brothers. So and then just really just evaluate what's gone on. It's been a bit since you said the first few days. It's been a whirlwind ride till now, and looking back is something that I'm proud of what I've achieved, and it was something I want to progress on and get better and better now. In terms of not just the Scarlets but for Wales, this form, if that's the way to put it, is pretty good news.
Yeah, well, you can't have Wales without the form you find here, so more importantly I'm just trying to keep this form going now until selection time, and then if I'm lucky enough to go, when we'll hopefully I'll get the nod then really. But at the moment just trying to keep tabs on, keep on what I'm doing now and keeping the wins coming for the Scarlets really.
Ospreys, you're going into it as favourites, which is a
rare thing.
Yeah, it's unusual for the Scarlets.
Yeah, but I think it's just deserved really. The way we've been playing, it's we're playing a good brand of rugby right now, and unfortunately the Ospreys having the best of starts. I say unfortunately, but it has to be the best of starts to the Ospreys. But I think obviously they'll come here and it's a local derby, so I'm sure everyone will be up for that, and Ospreys will step up happily for that game, and I'm sure we're stepping up and looking forward to getting the win hopefully.
Big contrast in the way the two back lines have been functioning and the taking of opportunities. Do you look at them? Are you analysing them, or are you just?
Well, it's the same thing we've set out from day one really. We do our analysis early part of the week. We look at them, we look at their traits, but then when it comes to say after Tuesday, we tend to just focus on our game then. We've done our homework, we've done what we know what we need to know, and then we just concentrate on our own camp. And then come Saturday, everyone knows that our camp's fine and we can just play and enjoy.
Could be up against Tom Grabman, similar ages, but a bit of a mismatch in other ways.
Yeah, again, you know what I mean, but I still find it, it's a bit strange, isn't it, I guess, but, you know, again, it's new challenges, and you never know. Like, I came on the scene, didn't really know much, and then something's happened, so we just got to keep an eye on everyone, really.
How important is it to the Scarlets, A, to keep it going, but B, to actually make a point? When you're riding a wave, it's important to...
Yeah, obviously, you know, we've had a good start to the season, and you know, we've won at home, we've won away, and I think it's just key to keep this tempo and this momentum going, and just make sure that, you know, teams know when they come to our house that, you know, it's going to be a hard game, and it's going to be one you'll be lucky to go away with a win. But I know we can't put that aura out unless we actually play the game and make sure we are putting the performances up here at home. So it'll be a big start for us, you know, to keep our momentum going at home.
Over the season, do you set yourself personal targets in terms of tries scored? Do you look at sort of, Tim Visser's setting the mark in terms of
he's flying, isn't he?
The league records, and there's again, but do you look at the total and think, I should get 15, 20?
Well, after last season, it was a case of just get one, really. We left now. Yeah, it was just get one, really. But yeah, obviously, you know, you have your goals and stuff, and at the moment, I'm ticking over nicely, so I just got to keep working hard, you know, doing my extras.
How big a talent is Jordan Williams?
How big a talent?
Yeah, in terms of what kind of skill.
Right, this is what he's told me to say now, right? No, it's Jordan. He's one of those lucky guys. I mean, he looks like he's in try, and he's phenomenal. I think you saw the weekend, you know, his footwork, his vision, you know, and his
that step for your try.
Yeah, you know, he took two guys out with just one step, you know, and for his try, then his second try, even it was, you know, well, made the guy look a bit silly, really. You know, he's on his face, but you know, from my point of view, you know, as a fullback, it's something you have confidence in. You know, he's good under the high ball. He can kick off both feet. You know, he can run around people. He can pass, you know, quite easily. And you know, for Jordan, he's going to be a massive talent. He's just got to, you know, as I was a few years back, just got to learn your trade and just get better. And yeah, he's a big star for the future, I reckon.
And the way Liam has started the season as well, there's just so much competition.
Yeah, there's no pressure now. As a fullback position, they can fight it out. Yeah, so yeah, I would like to be Simon picking the team for the moment because it's they're both great players and they're both playing great rugby at the moment.
How hurt are you expecting the Ospreys to be when they come down? Because it's been a tricky start to the season for them.
It's been a difficult start for them. They will be hurt, you know. I think, you know, in years gone by, we like last year, the year before, we were in a position where we didn't play that well and we were on a sort of loss of games. But you know, when it comes to local derbies, I think anything's possible. You know, they can get self-help and they can play. That can be the first start game, and I'm sure that's what they're looking at as. They're looking as, you know, Scarlets will be our first sort of scalp to get us on our way again. But you know, it'll be hard for them to come here. You know, the way we're playing now, obviously there'll be a bit of we're playing good rugby and not playing so well, so it'll be a tough game for first step up for, really.
Big season for British rugby with the Lions at the end of it. How much of a kind of long-term carrot is that for you, especially someone who's obviously because of your age not had a chance to go on one before?
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
Not talking about that?
Not talking about that. Well, what will be. At the moment, you know, we're just looking for the here and now, and if the form carries on and, you know, things happen, but not really talking about that.
Too far away.
Yeah,
I
can't. Say again?
Is that a personal thing you've stopped yourself, or is that something the whole team are doing here?
I don't know whether else. I haven't really spoken about it again. See, I don't really. I don't really speak about much really. I'm quite quiet. No, it's just a personal thing. You know, I mean, the same with the Welsh thing. You know, I don't really like to talk about it. You know, if I look after my own camp here and playing well, you know, things will happen. So you can't have one without the other. So at the moment, just really working hard to find, you know, the form and keep it for the whole season. And what will be will be.
Is this squad ready, George, to deal with the expectation that's been put on your shoulders now?
I think so. Yeah. You know, I think if you look at the quality we have now, and you know, people always say the strength and depth, but you know, we've had a few players come in that no one really know about. Like, you know, I've held my hand up with Richard Kelly. For me, he's been a phenomenal player from the start of the season. You know, when I first came in the pre-season, saw Richard running around, I was like, oh my God, what have we done here? And then from day one, he's put his heart and soul into the rugby, and he's bought into everything we've done. And for me, you know, you can see that he's trying, working hard, and he's making big carries, and he's, you know, and that again, that reinforces the good work the backs can do. Then, you know, we've seen them work hard. We want to work hard for them. But yeah, you know, I think, you know, with the players we have, and you know, the Simon's rotating the players, and everyone's getting their fair share of good rugby. You know, come the time when, you know, big games come up, I'm sure we'll be in a better position, a bit more comfortable in that environment, really.
Without talking about the Lions, how difficult is it? Obviously it's a step up from international. How difficult is it with all the competition? Only looking around just Wales itself, the amount of wins kind of really battling.
Not talking about it personally, as an open conversation.
The competition that's.
It's massive. I think if you speak to any player, not myself because I'll talk about it, but any player within the country and any within England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales. I think it's 4 countries going for one team, and that kind of sums up positions and how hard it'll be to get in there, and the form that like Tim's found and other boys have found early doors. It's going to be interesting to see come Six Nations and then actual selection time who was around at the same time.
That's going more than that then.
Yeah.
Do you get away after Australia? Break?
Yeah.
Where did you get to?
I went home for about 10 days, 2 weeks to see the family. That was nice. Just turn my phone off. Just got caught up with my parents and annoyed my mum to the point where she threw me out the house for a bit. She was always back the old days, and then.
Leaving socks around and stuff like that.
Yeah. The mum's doing my washing, and then just went to south of France with my girlfriend then for a week then. So and then came back and then sort of slowly taught me to get back in then. So it was lovely, really.
Where did you go?
Went to Nice and then went on to Monte Carlo as well. So.
Monte Carlo, very nice.
Did you go to the Olympics at all?
No, because I was a bit good about that because I was trying to go down, but then our Israel training camp was that week. I got invited to 3 days, so I was devastated.
Did you watch much of it though?
Yeah, glued to it. Absolutely glued to it. I think the whole country was. It was good for Great Britain and good for London, really.
So imagine that's the sprint boys you took most inspiration from.
Yeah.
Any in particular?
The whole of Great Britain did well, didn't they? I was a massive fan of the handball. I just found it. I got obsessed with it. It was awesome. I thought handball I was a big fan of. Obviously the cycling was also good to watch. The track stuff, obviously Usain was flying, and Johan Blake, he's flying, and it was just good to see our own country, the GB boys and the Welsh boys doing well as well. So.